Well, two of the world's richest men go to space this month.
Fire, fire.
British TV personality Richard Branson rode his diverging galactic space plan to the edge of space and back over the weekend.
Sir Richard Branson, astronaut.
Jeff Bezos' suborbital visit is also less than a week away. How far for more civilians to eventually visit space? Don't get too excited just yet. Space tourism may still prove to be a dream too good to be true for many of us. Allow me to explain why. Reason number one, money, money, money. In 2001, American businessman and a former NASA JPL engineer Denise Tito paid over $20 million for his visit to the ISS, making him officially the first civilian to visit man's final frontier. 20 years later, companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin that have poured billions of dollars into developing reusable launch vehicles, the cost of space travel has dropped significantly. Both Blue Origin and Virgin Galactic space flights will reportedly cost around $250,000 for a round trip, and that's just a fraction of $20 million, but it's still out of the general public's reach. And given how sophisticated aerospace technologies are, it's very unlikely that this recreational space trip will become accessible for the average Joes anytime soon. And reason number two, extreme conditions in space. The actual space environment is more deadly than fun. Even if you only want to reach the suborbital level and stay there for a few minutes, you are still required to undergo proper G-force training on the ground to make sure your body can endure the pressure during takeoffs and traveling through the atmosphere. If space tourism is to expand its boundary to the orbital level, passengers would then have to put up with more intensive training and heavy equipment to deal with cosmic radiation and extreme temperatures. Reason number three, regulatory issues. There is currently no standardized medical criteria anywhere for screening or selecting participants for non-professional spaceflight. And tourists of Branson and Bezos' flight are flying without any liability insurance because for insurance agencies, there simply isn't sufficient data to calculate risk and price, and it's too risky for any insurers to bet on the incredible wealthy passengers' lives. Even within the US, the Congress has chosen not to regulate the industry, saying it's not mature enough. Outside the US, most countries don't even have any guidelines for space trips. Little regulation could stimulate a faster growth for this industry, but may also pose greater risk to passengers. But don't get me wrong, when there is demand, there is supply and market. Once the market is opened, suborbital flight will be the first civilian projects. And when we saw China's astronauts conducted EVA last week, many insiders have been considering to put spacewalk on the shopping list. Feel free to share your thoughts about space tourism below, follow and subscribe, and I will see you in a while.